Yeah, so boats.
Yeah,
Cool.
boats are great.
Yeah. No, there's a bit of laminar flow in that around the sail, you know, creating different pressures.
Oh yeah.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. My dad
I mean,
used to do a lot of
how
that.
pretentious do you have to be to not show up to your own event? And Rupert, what are you doing here?
Has anyone
Hello,
noticed?
Edward.
Has anyone noticed or cared about the fact that Felicity isn't here, and yet she invited all of us?
I wouldn't worry, Rupert. Knowing Felicity, she's probably fashionably late as always.
Quite right. Although also knowing Felicity, I wouldn't be surprised something worse has happened to her.
I know you know where she is. If you tell us now, the consequences will be less severe. Tell us.
What are you going on about? Felicity invited me to this gathering. Where is she? And don't for a second try to blame me for this.
Felicity is missing, dead for all we know. I find it suspicious that you're the last person that walked in here.
Oh, shut it, Rupert. We all know the only reason why you're acting like this is because of your utterly hopeless infatuation with her. Just admit it.
Forever in Felicity's shadow you are. How utterly dreadful that must be.
I haven't a clue what happened to her. But even if I did, do you honestly think I would dare tell you?
This is truly spiralling out of control. Your chatter is making me tired. Flicky's messaged me, contacted none other than myself. Never contact me again, you foul being. Lovely.
Your awfully calm, placid tone is not helping the situation.
Do not talk to him in such a manner when he's only trying to defuse this obscene situation. Even though he's a complete imbecile. How could you? How dare you do this to me? You knew how I felt about him, and yet you went behind my back all the same. After everything, after all this time. You never truly valued our friendship, did you? It was all an act, wasn't it? How utterly heartless.
Oh, Charlotte, quit being so dramatic. It really isn't that big of a deal anyway.
You know, sometimes I wish you were dead. Life would be much less competition.
Right, let's stop for a second, folks. Yes, as per usual, Flicky and Charlotte were arguing. However, what I'm really interested to know is, where were you last night, Rupert?
I was in Swan Castle.
How peculiar. I didn't see you there once.
You murdered her? How foul. You always had it out for her.
You really think that's in my character?
You are a creepy incel. Yeah, that's in your character.
You don't think it's possible?
Just get me more champagne?
Okay, so you want to know where I was last night? Last night, Felicity came over to study at mine.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, she came over and... So, if x equals 3 sin, 5 equals y, determine the particle's momentum.
Pardon?
We just went over this. Were you paying any attention to what I was saying?
Yes. I understand. But it doesn't make any sense. It's utterly idiotic.
It's not How about we go over this equation again, then we can try and answer these questions.
Rupert, we've gone over this 1,000 times. Every week, the same nonsense, and it still doesn't make any sense. Honestly, you're wasting your time. These sessions are so awful, they're killing me. They're so dull.
Well, of course. I guess I can...
Oh, golly, can you not take a hint? Maybe we should just stop for this week. Besides, I have more important matters to attend to.
Okay, that's fine. Perhaps we shall reschedule. Same time next week.
As you wish.
You know, this happens to be my time you're spending, Felicity. You should care.
As if someone as pathetic as Rupert the Relentless has anything remotely entertaining scheduled. You almost bit my hand off when I asked for help.
Maybe if you actually paid more attention in class, you wouldn't need my help.
The day I ask for your help is the day I die. Hello? Social suicide?
You know what? I don't want to hang out with you, ever again. You and all your precious inner circle are so fake, so vain, so superficial, the whole school can barely tolerate you.
At least half the school knows my name. You're so buried in those books, thinking you're the next Einstein.
Gosh, you really are so vain. You know, statistically speaking, arrogance is the way of catching up with people, and one day it'll be your downfall. If you want more proof, I can show you my notebook.
Pardon me, is that her diary?
We were studying.
He has her diary. Eddie, are you seeing this?
Might not be hers, still could be his.
It has her name on the front. Look. First Elizabeth Montgomery III.
Oh, she has a middle name.
Like I said, we were studying.
With her diary. Who does maths in a diary? The reason you have this is because you stalked her.
And yet you were the one reading it.
And her diary doesn't say about you two doing maths together.
Or she didn't write it down then.
It's a pretty detailed diary, and you're telling me you shouldn't include seeing you in it?
Oh, she might have been embarrassed.
You definitely need it, new Neanderthal.
What was that, nerd?
Nothing.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You sick, pathetic thing.
Rupert looks like someone who has a motive, just saying.
I was helping her study. I didn't write about it in my journal.
Show us then.
No, I need to prove anything to you two.
Give that here.
Oh, wait, give it back.
Let's see what we have here. I almost told her how I felt about her. Whoa, a crush on Felicity?
Stop.
She's so out of your league.
I said stop.
Please stop.
No, this is brilliant. But I feel Charlotte only uses me for her sexual stimulation. Are you guys getting together?
Yes, and?
How'd you pull that off? And that applies to both of you.
First of all, gross. Second, who writes an essay about a one-night stand?
Multiple night stands. But who cares? Where the hell were you then, Edward? Me and Charlotte are both clear. What happened after your date?
Well, she started speaking and I just decided to ignore her.
What a true gentleman.
Yeah, I tried to talk to her about it, but she wasn't listening. Okay, I was rude.
Mr. Fitzgerald, what can I get you on this fine evening?
Hello, Stanley. I'll be having the surf and turf, please.
And I'll have the soft-shelled lobster, please.
No, you won't. She'll be having the salad, and you can lay off the dressing. Thank you.
Are you serious?
I think the salad's a bit more you. Oh, come on, I was joking.
Well, it wasn't funny, as per usual.
Are you confused? Do you not know what a sense of humour is?
I'm confused on why you're so immature.
Am I your therapist? If you pay me an hourly rate, maybe I'd actually listen to your perpetual chatter.
I despise you.
Do you just want attention? Or who even brings up their feelings on a first date?
Why are you like this?
Has the patient become the therapist? I can give you a few tips. I've been having a great time.
I'm rich and I'm popular. I don't need anything from you.
If you don't learn to laugh, babe, then there'll be no one left to hear you. Well, that's what happened. She stormed off after that.
So you're alone after that then? Rather weak alibi, if you ask me.
How can we be sure you even went to the pub? Where's your proof?
Well, I don't have any.
It's so obvious you did it then, after a bad day like that. Because you didn't want to Marcus Spencer, alright, Shell?
Make it so burdensome to be on your side. But he does provide a point, Eddie. You are still without an alibi after she left.
Pete's sake, you can truly not believe I'm the perpetrator.
For my calculations, your future is either in a jail cell or working in a baked bean factory.
Hold on a sec. Have you lot thought about anyone but yourselves? You've all cooked up these daft scenarios and the bubbly's only half gone. You lot should be ashamed. You're all guilty of something, just not the murderous kind. And just because it's not that, doesn't mean that the world wouldn't be a better place if you all disappeared.
Perhaps we jumped the gun quite a bit.
Too right. I do apologise, Eddie.
Indeed. I suppose I conduct myself in rather dramatic.
What an absurd outburst from that commoner. I didn't know the help had such vulgar opinions.
You're not actually dead.
Oh God, no. Why would I be? Besides, if I was 6 feet under, wouldn't you guys be like mourning or something? For God's sake, stop gawking like common folk. Just say something.
Charlotte slept with the nerd.